Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. So guys, this beautiful body soup that I'm wearing here is what I'll be showing you guys how to make today. You can pair it with shorts, you can pair it with pants, you can pair it with jeans, you can pair it with skirt, you can style it whichever way you want. And I only used 1 yard of fabric to make this beautiful top. And also this top will be having a detachable gather that will be attached to the sleeve, so you can choose to wear it with a gathered sleeve or not. Whichever way you style this, it is still so beautiful. So if you're interested in learning how to make this, make sure you watch till the end. Please do not forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And as I mentioned earlier, all you need is just 1 yard of a stretchy fabric to make this. So guys, let's start making the top. Let me show you how to make the top. Okay, make sure you watch till the end. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for stopping by. So guys, in today's video I'll be showing you how to make a bodysuit. So if you're interested, make sure you watch till the end and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. So the fabric I have here is for the front and the back, and a guide for you to know the amount of fabric that you get for this bodysuit. The length is the shoulder measurement down to your crotch line plus 2 inches sewing allowance, and then for the back you need about 4 inches extra so that you'll be able to cross the back to the front when you want to button the bodysuit. Okay, so here I have 36 inches of fabric, which is perfect. And then I'll start placing measurements. So the shoulder measurement that I'm working with is 7 inches, that is 14 inches divided by 2, 7 inches. So I'll mark it here. And I'll be working with a neck width of 5 inches, but I'll mark 4 3/4 so that by the time I take in 3/4, I'll be left with 4 and I'll be left with 5 inches. So 4 3/4 inches here. And then I'll mark the shoulder slope of 1 inch here. Then I'll connect this shoulder slope down here. This same 7 inches here, I'll mark it here. Then the armhole measurement that I'll be working with is 7 inches. So from this shoulder slant, so from this 1 inch line here, I'll mark the 7 inches. I'll mark 8 inches here. And on this line, I'll place my bust measurement. So the bust measurement that I'm working with is 35 inches. Divided by 4 is 8 3/4. But because this fabric is a stretchy fabric, I'll be subtracting 1 inch from that. So I'll place 7 3/4. Then I'll add ½ inch sewing allowance to that. 7 3/4. So 8 1/4. 8 1/4. Okay. So I'll get the midpoint of this armhole, which is 3 1/2 here, and I'll come in by ½ inch here, just to create the armhole curve, the front armhole curve. So this ½ inch here, I'll connect it to the beginning and then just curve it down to the bust measurement. And then for the back armhole, which will be clear when I cut, I will not be coming in by ½ inch. I will just curve from here. I'll just curve it. I won't be coming in by ½ inch, so I'll just follow the line and then curve it towards this end, connect to the bust line. So from the shoulder to 15 inches is my waistline. So I'll place my waist measurement on this line, and my waist measurement is 29 inches. Divided by 4 is 7 1/4. But I will also be subtracting 1 inch from that, so that will make it 6 1/4. Then I'll add half inch to that, making it 6 3/4. So I'll connect from here, from the bust to the waist. So from this waistline here, I'll mark my crotch line, which is 11 inches from the waistline. So this 11 inches that I marked from the waistline to the crotch line, I'll get the midpoint, which is 5 1/2. 11 inches divided by 2 is 5 1/2. So I'll mark that 5 1/2 And on this line, I'll be placing my hip measurement. So my hip measurement is 36 inches. Divided by 4 is 9 inches. I will also subtract 1 inch from that, making it 8 inches. Plus half an inch sewing allowance. So making it 8 and a half. 8 and a half. So I'll connect from this waistline here down to the hip line. So guys, I already marked this without knowing that camera was not recording. So let me re-explain this. So I came here and extended this crotch line by 1 inch and then added half inch sewing allowance, so that I'm adding my sewing allowance at once, so I don't have to measure half inch all the way around when I'm done. So this is the crotch line, original crotch line. So I added 1 inch to that. You can use 1.5, but I'm using 1 inch. Then I added sewing allowance of half inch to that, and I marked the line. And then on this line, I measured 1.5 inch, okay, which is here. Then I added half inch sewing allowance to that, making it 2 inches. So I marked it here, and then I came to the hip line here and marked 5 inches, just to get a guide on how to connect from the hip line down to this crotch line. So I marked 5 inches. Originally supposed to be 4.5 inches plus sewing allowance of half an inch, making it 5 inches. So this is the line. So I connected from the hip line down to this crotch line. So let me mark it again. So this is the hip line. I'll connect from the hip line down to this crotch line using this 5 inch that I marked here as a guide, okay? So just mark it. If you have a curve ruler, use it. You can use your free hand. You can also use a ruler to curve it. Just make sure you get it perfectly. Mark from here to the crotch line. So because I'm marking the front and the back at the same time, I'll extend this crotch line by 4 inches. So this is for the back, which is slightly longer than the front. So I will extend it by 4 inches. Then I'll add half an inch sewing allowance to that, so making it 4.5. Then I'll mark the same 2 inches here that I marked here. I'll mark the same 2 inches here, and then I'll connect from here to here. Okay, so the guide for the back, no, the back butt is usually bigger than the front. So what I'm going to mark is 6 inches instead of 5 inches that I marked here. So I'm going to mark 6 inches plus half an inch, making it 6.5. So I'll mark 6 inches here as a guide, and then I'll connect it to the hip line and then also to this line. Okay, so that's just it. So let me connect this. So this is for the front and this is for the back. So now let's mark the necklines. So I'll be using the same neck depth for both the front and the back, which is 3 inches. So 3 inches by 5 inches. But you remember I marked 4.5 here because of sewing allowance. So by the time I sew in the half inch, I'll be left with 5 inches. So 5 inches by 3 inches for both the front and the back. So I am done placing measurements, and now it's time to cut out. So I'll cut out the back first, the back armhole and the back, after which I will now cut out the front. So guys, for the sleeve, I'll just mark my calf's height, which is 3 inches, and then I'll curve it. This is the 3 inches. I'll just curve it. Just draw like an S. I'm working with the sleeve length of 23 inches, which is here. My bicep measurement is 6 inches, and I'll subtract 1 inch from that, making it 5 inches, then half inch sewing allowance. I'll mark my 3/4 measurement, which is 5 inches. That is 10 inches divided by 2, making it 5 inches. I will also subtract 1 inch from that, making it 4. Then I'll add half inch for sewing allowance, making it 4.5. Just because this is a stretchy fabric. And then I'll use 8 inches here. 8 inches, which is divided by 2, which is 4. Then I'll also reduce that one to 3.5. And then to the tip of my sleeve, I'll use 3 inches. So I'll connect all this and then cut out, and I'll also cut the second sleeve. So I'll place this way and cut. So guys, I've cut the second sleeve and now I have 2 sleeves. So the sleeve will be having detachable gathers, okay? So, and the length of the gather that I have here, the length of fabric that I cut here for the gather is 4 inches, half inches for sewing allowance, okay? And I used 24 inches. You can use double of your round sleeve. That's this part of your sleeve. This is where the detachable gather will be placed. Mine is 7 inches, and I will subtract one inch from that, making it 6 inches plus half inch, making it 6.5, because we're working with a stretchy fabric. So and that half inch is for sewing allowance, so that means we have 6 inches. What I have here is 26 inches, which I'll reduce to 24 inches, okay? So you can use double of that 6 inches. You can use 3 times of the 6 inches. Just depends on how full you want your gather to be. And here for the band of that gather, I will not be making the gather long. So what I have here is 2 inches of fabric, 2 inches by 7 inches. So by the time I take half inch, so by the time I'm taking half an inch on both sides, because I'll be folding it this way, so by the time I'm taking half an inch on both sides, I'll be left with the 6 inches, okay? So I'll set this aside and start sewing. So to start the sewing process, what I'll do now is to place the fabric, to place the bodysuit front to front, and then I will join it at the shoulders. I'll join it at the shoulders, after which I'll measure what I have here and then cut out a bias, and I'll be cutting out a bias of 1 1/4 inches, okay, 1 1/4 inch, and then I'll use that to hem the neckline, after which I'll join the 2 sides and then come and show you what next to do. So guys, I've finished hemming the neckline, and what I'll do next is to join the sides using the half inch sewing allowance that I left. So I'll join the 2 sides, and after that what I will now do is to hem this side as well. So I'll just take it in, you know, I left half inch sewing allowance, so I'll just take it in with 1/4 inch the first time and then fold second time. So I'll sew it all the way down, and then this point as well, I'll hem it, you know, 1/4 inch and then 1/4 inch. I'll hem. I'll do the same to the front side as well. So after that, I'll come and show you what next to do. So guys, I've finished joining the sides. And I've also attached the sleeve to the top. Okay, I've attached sleeve to the 2 sides, and I've also hemmed this side. So the only thing left to do now is to show you guys how to attach how to sew the detachable gathers that will be attached to the sleeve. So let me set this aside and then show you how to do that quickly. Guys, to make the detachable gathered sleeve, what I will do is I'll take this to the machine and then hem this all the way down. You know, I cut 2 pieces. I'll do that to the both of them. I'll hem it, after which I will also close up this side. I will sew this side, I will sew this side as well. I'll sew the 2 sides, and then I'll get this, take this to the machine, and I'll fold it this way on the wrong side and use 1/4 inch to hem it down, and hem it down on this other side, and then I'll turn it out, then gather this fabric here to meet the 6 inches that we have here. Okay, so I'll gather this and use this to finish it up. I'll gather this and place this in between this and sew. Okay, like the way we would normally sew the waistband, the way we would normally attach a waistband to a skirt or a short. So I'll use that same method and attach this to the band, and then I'll come and show you the finished look. So guys, I finished with the detachable gather, and this is how it looks. I've also put a button, so you put one button on the outside and one on the inside, both at the edge. So this one will come to this side and meet this one and button. So I did the same to this other side, to this other one. You can wear the top with the sleeve like that, or you can wear it with the detachable gather whenever you want. It's all up to you. It depends on what you're pairing the top with. Okay, this is the top, and I've also put the button, so this one will come from the back and meet this one at the front here. And I've come to the end of this video, guys. Now, thank you for watching up until now. Thank you for always supporting this channel, and if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing, like, and drop a comment. If you have any question, drop it in the comment section. Thank you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.